everybody, and welcome to another evening with Cheri and Jennie, the Akashic sisters. And
Hello.
hi. Thank you for being here. Sorry that we weren't on yesterday, but it didn't dawn on me because I don't celebrate Easter that it was Easter. And Jennie's like, "Hey, it's Easter. I got things to do," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" So we decided to put it off, and we figured, well, whoever shows. Whoever doesn't. And how are you today, Jennie?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here with you, Cheri, my sister.
Yep. Me too. So we'll see. So far, hi, Bora Bora. Thank you for coming, and Kay and Kim is here, and hi, Carl.
Oh, Carl Hess is here.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a little while. Of course, I haven't been around in a while either. I've been a bit busy getting everything done.
Yay.
If you want to ask a question, just remember the more specific your question, the more specific your answer. So if you ask a general question, you'll get a general answer. It might not be exactly what you were hoping to hear. So try and be as specific as possible. And the Akashic records are a little different than your classic psychic reading. Just remember that it's not. You're not going to get the same type of answer. They're a little bit different if you haven't been here before. So I know that those of you who have been here before know that they are a little bit different. And the Akashic Record Masters are a little bit different in how they, what would you say, how they give their message.
Yeah, so if you want to know about if you're going to make money, they don't care if you make money or not. They really
No,
don't. They care about your soul path. They care about, if you what what kind of problems are you having in this lifetime, and how they can help you, how they can I don't know what's it called. They just put you back
how
on
they
the
can,
path and you're off the path.
right. They want to give you guidance to help you reach your fullest potential on your highest timeline. And they're here, they're like your biggest
Yeah,
cheerleaders. And that their
yeah.
biggest goal is to help you succeed in the best possible way. That's what their goal is. And where you live it and how much money
And
you make and who you are with, they really don't care as long as you're
they
happy.
just, yeah, they do want you to be happy. They want you to be, so everybody has their own, at least two, maybe more Akashic Records Masters. And they've been with you your whole life. Like they chose to be your Akashic Records Masters before you were even born. And so they've been sitting around waiting to talk to you. And then once they do, they get really excited. So they can be very, like, well, they're always loving. The answers are always loving, but they can be very funny. They can be sarcastic. They can be, but it's always in a good way, you know.
Exactly.
Or sometimes, when we're in the records, we get overcome with the love and we feel like crying.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah, it's
Definitely. Oh, and Val's here with
so
us. Now I'm
if you're
officially
feeling
nervous.
like
How
you're
about
crying,
you? Hi, Val. Thanks for
oh,
coming. I
no,
appreciate it.
damn,
Um,
oh, oh my,
but yeah, it's always loving, and but that they are your biggest cheerleaders, and everybody has their own set, and it's your birthright to contact them and to talk to them and develop a relationship with them and to get your own guidance directly for them. Everybody has their own, and it is a birthright. So uh, I encourage everybody
and
to
one of the,
learn how to contact your own Akashic Record Masters. And Val is having, I know, another class in May, and I believe it's $39 for the class. I'm not sure exactly. And it's well worth it to so you develop that relationship, so you have the guidance that you need. And like I said, they're your biggest cheerleaders, and they have nothing else to
so one of the
do
best
but
things about reading the records and getting into somebody's records, that the Akashic Records Masters can heal you. They can heal past lives, past hurts. They can heal uh, current problems. Like, so there's a healing involved, which is
Mhm.
the best.
Right, exactly. They're
And
here to heal you and guide you. And lots of your Akashic Record Masters, they can be different. Like um one of mine was with me in a past life. One of mine, it's been with me a long time. One of mine is a fractal of myself. So they it's a big spectrum of who they are, but they have nothing else to do, and they're totally devoted to you, really. So, and they just kind of hang out waiting for you to call on them. So why not give them something to do?
Yeah, they did choose you. Like, yeah, one of mine, I think I knew when I was a pirate, and he was a pirate. I think, I'm not sure, but
I think that's what we figured out, didn't we?
yeah.
So
yeah, and you can, like, looking into your Akashic records, like, you can, it can help you find people. They're not necessarily going to tell you, but it can help you find people that are in your life that have been in your life before. So that's
right.
really interesting, fun too. Like,
Right. They can help
Cheri
you
and I
make
found
sense of
out we've
connections.
been sisters at least.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Many times, which is kind of that kind of blew our minds a little bit. So Val could probably tell you more about that than we can.
But when you're having an meeting with somebody and you feel a trust and a like, and you get along, but so that's been my experience. That's somebody that is I've known before, and you kind of you feel it,
right?
You feel it when you meet. But on the other hand, it could be somebody in your life that's there to help you grow, and that's painful, but it works. So it might be somebody that was a guide in your past life, and now that person is in your life, and put there to. It's hurtful, but then you that's the way you grow.
Right. Because
so you don't always grow from happiness.
Right. You grow the most through hardships, unfortunately. I mean, or fortunately, however you want to look at that, but
certainly.
So okay, we have a couple questions so far.
We are growing, so that's good.
Yes. But I mean, it was interesting though, because when me and Jennie met, we haven't known each other all that long, but we felt like we knew each other forever. Which was real interesting.
We just went right into it, like right into being easy friends.
Right, an instant connection, and even somewhat telepathic too, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So
it is. We are telepathic.
So
yeah, that's kind of fun.
Yeah. So did you want to yeah, it is fun. Reading when you really get into the records and start reading them, they offer a lot of guidance, but they can be a lot of fun too.
Are you there? Am I stuck?
Yeah, you're stuck. You're frozen, but we can still hear you.
Am I going? Oh shoot.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're just frozen, but it's a good picture. It's a good freeze.
Should I go?
Huh?
I think I'm unstuck. Am I unstuck?
No, you're still frozen. No, but it's a good picture of you.
Shoot.
But we can hear you.
Oh, thanks.
So you're good. So.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay, then
I can hear you fine, right? Yeah, we can hear you. You're just frozen on the screen. So as long as we could still hear you, we're good. And everything. So, we have two.
What's the first question?
Well, why don't you say the prayer protection first?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Okay. So we are surrounded by pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records Masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, the highest frequency of light and love. This allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you. And so it is. So, when should we take the 3 deep breaths? Now or afterwards?
We can do it now.
Okay. Okay, so everybody, take 3 deep breaths. So you're going to breathe in, hold it up, then breathe out through the nose, the mouth, out through the mouth. and then breathe another one. Deep breath. Hold it. And then breathe out through your mouth. And another deep breath. Deep, deep, deep. And then hold it. And then breathe out through your mouth. Okay. So this is the opening the records for everybody. So we open ourselves to the light, and with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so everyone in the chat and everyone watching later is giving the truth to best serve them on their healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them in this moment. So now I'm going to say that quietly to myself. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of everyone in the chat and everyone watching later to read the records of their soul. The records are now open.
Okay. Okay, and the first question, let's see. Do you want to take this one, Jenny, then the first question?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, it's from Kim. Can you read it?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question. Hi, Kim. I had to read it a couple times. Sorry about that. Ask them. I'm getting a yes. So let me, that was quick. See if I can get some more. So I keep getting, and I keep asking for, are you sure? Are you sure? On the ocean. So you either lived on the ocean or you were sailing, a sailor, and that person was a part of that. Your Akashic Records Master is a part of that. You know, usually they don't really give us names, but I'm getting this song like, I don't know, it's like it's a ditty about the high blue sea. So this person, your Akashic Records Master is like very jovial, very happy, and funny. And so I'm getting the image of like a fat, jolly person. I don't know. I just got to say what I'm getting. So it was a really, really great lifetime that you guys spent together. There was no angst. There was no fighting, like no war, no. Um, I'm trying to pin it down to like where exactly was this? I think it was in Ireland. This person is from Ireland. So it's possible that y'all were fishermen, and you both lived in Ireland, and it was just a really happy life. So I hope that helps you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I think that's.
Is that
So I'm now I'm seeing like a boat full of fish. So I don't know whether that's abundance or whether that's a literal boat full of fish. Maybe it's both. Uh, but I
hi?
do know that y'all were very, very had a very happy. Hmm?
You moved a little. Now you're frozen
What?
again. You moved. Now you're frozen. Sorry.
Great. But you can hear me.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay. So yeah, I feel it was Ireland, and y'all were fishermen, and y'all had a very happy life, and this person was in his life with you was large and uh, big smile, full of happiness and joy, and you were too. So and y'all you liked each other very, very, very much. You were kind of like not literal brothers, but kind of like brothers, and so that's why he wanted to be your Akashic Records master. So I think that is correct.
Okay.
I feel that's yeah.
Okay.
That's a good question. It's a
Yeah, it
really good
is.
question.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. So next question is Carl, how did I die as a taxi driver in the 1920s, and what was my lives before I was born in 71? Well, you know that time's weird on the other side. It's I hear a feedback. Can anyone else hear that feedback?
No,
No?
I don't hear it.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Um, when I asked how did you die as a taxi driver, I heard you were shot. They're showing me a picture of like you, like sitting inside a car. So I assume you're driving, and you're looking out, and someone comes out of this, like it almost looks, I don't, either a movie theater type thing or some type of something like that, and they came out shooting, like a gangster type shooting, like that. Um, I don't know. Let's see, were they aiming for you or who you were driving? You look shocked. And I'm not quite sure if you were just caught up in the fray or if you were, or if it was intended for you. Like, even though you're a taxi driver, it almost feels like you weren't really in with like a, say, the gangster lifestyle, but you are associated it too. Like, even though you're a taxi driver and you weren't solely for them, they knew they could trust you at the same time. So it was like, you just, because they could trust you, it almost feels like they used you more. So you just were, unfortunately, around that type of atmosphere more, and you just got caught up in the caught up in it. So that's what they're showing me for that lifestyle, for that life. And it was sudden and unexpected. And as far as any other lives, they're not really showing me any other life right now. It looks like you had a life too on the in the in a rural area, but this would have been short hair. On a farm. You were about 13. And you worked on a farm, and I think it was another life, like maybe even during the 30s or 40s during the Depression. And it was, why are you showing this? That after that life, you just wanted a peaceful life of contentment. And so your next life was somewhat peaceful and just content. It was like a peaceful life of contentment. You worked on the farm, you worked outside the city, you wanted the quietness of that type of life, and that was your next life. So I hope that resonated with you. Did you die? Jenny's gone.
Jenny's waiting.
Sorry, Jenny. Jenny's back. I had my eyes closed. Let's see, Carl, in Europe, was that one life in Europe? Let's see. I think the one life in the farm might have been in Europe. In the gangster life, it feels more of the United States. I kept feeling like Chicago. The other farm felt more like Europe, France. So, and did you die young in that life? Yes, you did. But I heard you didn't suffer. So I hope that helps you there, Carl. And let me see. Let's see. And gosh, okay, there you go. And that's for you, Jenny. A light worker, yeah. Do my guides have a message for me for the month of April? Thank you.
I'll ask your Akashic Records masters if they do. So yeah, they're saying enjoy the beauty around you. Take it all in. experience it, and then send it outwards. So, like, enjoy everything. Enjoy the spring. Enjoy the beauty. Enjoy the people around you. Like we took those deep breaths. Like, breathe it all in. Take it into your being. Fill yourself up, and then send it out to everybody in the world. And they're saying you are our daughter. So they don't usually say that. But they're calling you daughter. And they're very proud of you. And they're with you. They're saying, we want you to know that we're with you. And you can speak to us anytime and look to us for advice and support. But always know we're with you. You're never alone. And I'm kind of getting a thing about take care of the animals. Take good care of the animals. So April is going to be happy time. Be out of nature. Yeah, and just breathe it all in and then send it right back out to everybody in the world. And you are powerful. Your being and your connection is powerful. And yeah, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just saying that believe in what you get and believe in yourself. Believe in what you get. And we're here with you all the time. So I hope that helped.
Okay. All right. Thank you. A light worker. I did get a chill on that. I think she's in for big things. So, okay, Kay. What do my guides want me to know about the next relationship I have? Okay, let's see what they have to say. They said, be true to yourself and to hold your ground. And it's okay to share your life, but it's not okay to give your life away. That relationships are built on common ground and trust and cooperation. And unless you have the balance, they want you to ask yourself, is the relationship worth pursuing? To make sure you do it for yourself and no one else. And to follow your heart, because your heart will not steer you wrong. They send their love and that they will always be with you. And to stand strong and stay true. And that's all. End of transmission on that one. So, okay. So I hope that was helpful for you. Okay. And actually, we don't have any other questions, but I do have Henry here. And Jenny thought maybe if Henry would like to say something, I could give you all a message from Henry. And for those of you that don't know, Henry is me in a previous life. I was a Tuskegee Airman, and he is very close to me. He was the first person I channeled, and he is my biggest support and cheerleader. And So he does have a few things he'd like to say. So I'm going to let him come through now. He wants you to know that things are going to change and things may get turbulent, but there is so much love and light coming that you have the support, and there's absolutely no need to worry about all the things that are going to come up. Stay in the light, not the fear. And if you stay in the light, you won't even notice the fear. You'll notice the love. You'll vibrate love. You'll come across others who feel the same way. It'll be like you're living in two worlds, them and you. That's why it's so important to stay in the light. He said, this is the opportunity for all of you to shine. That you don't realize how important it is to stay in the light and to stay in the love. The times are changing. That we are all entering a new world. And it's very, very bright. And he doesn't want you to fear. He said, stop watching the news. He said, stop listening to the fear. But at the same time, he said, stay involved, though. It's time to affect change. The power now is ours. And what we choose to do with it will make the difference of the type of world we have moving forward. So use it wisely. We have the power to change the world into the world that we want and we desire. And to hold that thought, that the power of love is the strongest power that there is. And together we can accomplish anything. That we must stand united. And he wants everyone to think about that. Why it's so important to put the past behind us, to put the hatred behind us, to find the common ground. The time is now. That you don't know how important it is. It doesn't matter who did what anymore. It doesn't matter. It was a tool to get us to where we needed to be, to make the changes that we needed to make. The time is to move forward, to go in the love, forget the hate, forget who did what, forget it all. It is so important that you remember that, just to let it go. Things will get hectic, but stay in the light. You will persevere. And he sends his love to all. That's what he has to say.
Great. So I'm getting, while you're saying that, I'm getting the word legions of angels, but legions of angels, hundreds of thousands of angels. Hundreds of thousands. Like, I don't even know the number of angels that are supporting Earth right now and supporting us. There's so much help. There's so much light. All you have to do is just connect to the light. Just connect to the light, because they're there for you. I mean, we are not alone. It's not us doing it by ourselves, not in the least.
Right. The more of us that connect to the light, the quicker and the more effective the change will be. That you don't understand. People don't understand the power of the love and the positive thought. The more of us that connect and stand together and hold hands, even if it's symbolically, the quicker we will affect that change, the quicker we will step above.
Yeah.
You know, so
there's lots of help, and
yeah,
never afraid. None.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Don't buy into anything. That's what he's saying. He says it's all, like, I just heard him say, it's the last ditch effort of those who know they're losing.
Well, it's nice to know it's the last. I mean, it's really nice.
This is the
meaning over lifetimes, we've had enough. It's time to move to the brighter future.
The time is now.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have one more question though, Denise. For you, someone
Okay.
popped up a question there since we're still at whatever, but that is a very important message that, we don't, and it is time to reassess what's important. Is it really that important? Say if certain people go to prison, yeah, you need to do the consequences. But in the end, what's really important is we make a good future and we learn.
Yeah. There's going to be lots of healing in family, healing,
right, right,
healing in everything in your heart, everything.
Right, exactly. Here's a question for you. I think it's your turn, Jenny, if you want.
Okay.
Could I please ask a question what my guides have for me regarding a career change?
Hi, Denise.
60.
How are you doing, girl? Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Right away, I got nurse. Are you a nurse or you wanting to be a nurse? Right away, it's like nurse. Can she ask her to answer that question? Is she wanting to be a nurse or is she a nurse? Because I right away got nurse.
I don't know. Are you a nurse, Denise? I could see if she is a nurse, why she'd want a career change.
Okay, that's not funny. That's not funny.
Well, I was a nurse, so I could say that.
I know, but I laughed. So I apologize for that. Let's see. Okay.
I never get the opportunity to catch the live. Oh, wait. I want to go into hospice. She wants to go into hospice.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Man, I did. Okay. Well, so your Akashic Records Master is going to say, do anything you want. But I got really like big nurse energy, meaning you don't necessarily have to be a nurse, but being in hospice is really, really important.
It's very rewarding.
And you can do it. You sure can do it. And they're always looking for people. No matter if you want to get paid, you can get paid. If you want to be a volunteer, you can be a volunteer.
Yeah, she's been teaching special education for 35 years.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that. You're an angel on earth. You really are. You are an angel on earth. Okay. You can definitely move into working for hospice. So this is me speaking. You can contact all of your local hospices and let them know you're interested. But I also, this is what I got from them was you're going to make some kind of connection. You're going to meet somebody, and everybody you meet say, I would like to work for hospice. I would like to work for hospice. And everybody you meet say that, because when you're going to meet somebody, it's going to say, oh, well, I can get you a job for hospice. So it's really going to be more of a, you're going to run into somebody and it's going to be a personal connection. Mm-hmm. Somebody you don't know, but it's going to be a personal connection. That's what I'm getting. But, and have you, yeah, it would be nice to be able to talk to you. You could definitely do that, and you can definitely get paid for it. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. But yeah, just keep telling everybody, and start imagining yourself doing it,
and what do you want to do? I mean, they need hospice people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that volunteer. There's people that, I mean, there's all kinds of things. I don't, and
there's a lot of support in hospice. I mean, there's, we know them for different ends.
So you're a teacher. I just keep getting you're going to run into somebody and make a connection, and then that'll lead you to your job working for hospice. And honestly, you could be in the office, like raising money. You could be running. They do a lot of if it's a nonprofit, they do a lot of events to raise money. So you could actually even be running events if you wanted to do that, which is it's a fun thing to do. And you can work your way, like starting in the office and then find out where they need you the most. But yeah, I think that's definitely going to happen. So just tell everybody you meet, I want to work for hospice. I want to work for hospice. I'm a school teacher. I want to work for hospice.
Mm-hmm. And you can start even as a person that sits with someone.
Yeah.
Or, an aide, and, and work your way around, and you will gain so much from working with hospice. What you give, it's immense, but what you even gain, you gain so much, but what you'll end up giving is so much more. You have no idea.
They're even grant writers. Like you may end up being a grant writer. They need grant writers so that they can get money. Mm-hmm. So you have that educational background. I mean, there's like the possibilities are really almost endless.
Follow whatever you're drawn to and you'll succeed.
Yeah. But just tell everybody. Mm-hmm. And you put your work in, and I think that you're going to be rewarded having a new career. I don't know if I said that right, but spiritually, you have helped a lot of people, and so now it's time to move to something new where you can still help people.
Right, you're being drawn to it for a reason.
Yeah. So yeah. So my advice is like, tell every single person that you want to work for hospice.
Right. There's a lot of, I worked for the VNA, so there's a lot that you can do in hospice. So,
and so I've considered like doing that. I'm really good at helping people cross over. I'm like really good at that. I don't even have to be with them. I can still help them cross over. So whatever your interest is, whatever you like, what Cheri said, whatever you're drawn to, that's where you're going to end up.
Right. And just giving means so much. So, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really excited for you. That's very, very exciting.
Yeah. And you said you're terrified of change, but do it slow. You don't have to jump in too. You can always do it slow. Start off with volunteering first. If you're really worried that, is it right? Volunteer first to see.
Your job and just volunteer like a week or something.
Yeah. Even
do that.
They have people that just go sit with someone, or people that do crafts with people, or, all that. And, just even paying attention to someone or sitting to someone and comforting someone makes all the difference.
A lot of times people in hospice don't necessarily want to talk, maybe, but some of them do, some of them don't. But if you can just go sit and like watch football with them or watch basketball with them, or
right. I used to do that. Sometimes like I used to keep this certain family as the last of the day because they just liked to sit and talk. So I made sure they were my last one of the day so I could spend time there. And we used to drink orange pop, and they were trying to teach me Spanish by watching a Spanish soap opera. But just gave them a little extra something, and to me it felt good, and why not?
I would think that if you were going to show up at the end of the day, that gave them something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And
Because I always kept them at the end of the day.
he would look forward to the people that came to visit him, whatever they were doing, because they were all like happy people.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a happy person too. So, like, there's so many things you can do. So, like, you just, keep your job if you want to, and then just volunteer once a week, and then you'll meet all kinds of people.
Mm-hmm.
It'll draw you in.
Yeah. So, yeah, but just investigate it. There, you know, but go for it.
No.
And don't be afraid. So, oh, and Rossi did put a question up too. So we have a little bit of time left yet. So, okay, can you ask my guides if they see me moving to another state in a couple years? All right, well, the guides really don't answer that type of question. It's more of a psychic question because, again, they don't care where you live as long as you're happy. So if that makes sense. But I mean, we could see what they have to say about it. If you want, I can see. Let's see what they say. They are saying that the opportunity in approximately 3 to 5 years may come up that you will have the opportunity to move. It'll be up to you if you feel a move is right at that time, but the choice will be yours, but the opportunity will be there. So that's what they have to say about that one. So,
you want to move?
Right. So do you want to move?
That's what that's the first thing they would say. Well, do you want to move?
Right. So when the opportunity arises, if you feel it's right, then move. If you don't. So the opportunity will arise. So I hope that helped you. I know it's not maybe what you wanted to hear, but that's what they have to say about that. So, because they're in whatever makes you feel fulfilled. That is their goal. Whatever, you know. Hi, Sally.
Follow your heart. Follow
your heart.
If your heart is to move to a different state, then you should do that. If somebody tells you to move to a different state and you have a feeling in the pit of your stomach, then don't do that.
Right. And if you're meant to move to another state, they'll push you to move to that other state. And they don't always want to tell us ahead of time if you're supposed to move, because they don't want you to know that they want you to do something ahead of time, because then as humans, we're like our own worst enemy. So they might not want you to know.
That's true. That is so true. So
they're kind of a little devious in a way.
Things that we're not meant to know. But if it's supposed to happen, it'll happen.
Right. And you will start to get the urge. Like if all of a sudden you start feeling like, God, I really want to move here, and it keeps up and keeps up, that's them giving you the guidance that, hey, maybe you should think about moving here. So, you know, pay attention to that kind of stuff. So, yes, Sally knows about that stuff.
Yeah. Hi, Sally. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks. So, and Rossi's in Florida right now, so she wants to change. I can understand that.
Yeah.
I really can.
Well, okay. So Rossi is in the community of light workers, and the guides seem to be moving people around right now.
They are.
Like crazy. Like all of a sudden you're going to, not you, some people are, oh, well, I'm going to move from where I am now to like halfway across the country or all the way across the country. They're actually positioning people all in all different places. And we don't know why, but it's happening.
Right. Because if they told us everything, probably it would freak us the frack out, to be honest. Let's face it. It would freak us out. So they don't want us to know everything all the time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's a lot of us that are moving, and I'm putting my house up for sale next month. And so I'll be moving. So a lot of us are, and they're not little moves. They literally are cross-country moves and buying an RV and traveling moves, and they're huge moves.
Yeah.
So, I do.
It's almost like there's a board, and they're moving the players around on the board.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but we have no idea why. But
and there is a large number of us that are becoming nomads.
Sometimes it's to bring light and healing into a certain part of the earth.
Right. and then they'll move you around again. But don't you think it is funny that quite a few of us are becoming nomads and we're traveling?
Yeah, I have no idea why that is, but it's definitely happening.
Yeah. I'm not the only one that's buying an RV and traveling.
Not at all. No. And I moved in the last year, so I'm included. My last year is included in that everybody's moving kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's interesting. But I think everybody right now is on a need to know basis.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Because they're not saying why we're moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right.
just
Yeah.
follow the guidance. Just follow the guidance. Follow your gut. Follow
Right.
whatever you hear in your meditation.
Yeah. My neighbor, let's see. Lisa says, my neighbor wants to move from Greensboro to Connecticut. She's intrigued. Yeah. And then Teelan says, after caring for my mother before she passed, it gave me greater understanding and appreciation for hospice care. If I made her last week's days good and comfortable, it was beautiful. And I felt honored to do that for her. Yes. Working hospice is a very, right. I was with my mom when she passed, and I felt that I was given a gift by my mom, that she allowed me to be with her and help her cross over. I do feel that that was a gift. I'm going to start. Okay. So, but yeah, it is a lot of them. And I don't blame you for wanting to move out of Florida. And this eclipse is going to shine a lot of light and cause a lot of change. And I think a lot of people will all of a sudden shift their focus. You know, so. So I want to move to a place with a bathtub. I have a bathtub. My house is going up for sale if you want to live in Cleveland.
I haven't had a bathtub in a long time.
Sally wanted to go full-time nomadic, but realized I couldn't due to medical stuff. So she came to Arizona.
Sally, we all know that you're meant to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know it because we all know it.
Right. We're all going to visit you.
We're all coming. So.
That's right. As soon as we get ourselves together, we're going to be coming and visiting you.
In the next 2 years, maybe in the next year, we'll all be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, let's see. The people of Florida will get a chance to vote on body autonomy. Do you want to know if the people of Florida will get a chance to vote on that?
Not anytime soon.
I think when DeSantis leaves, you guys will have a lot of change. I don't really think he's long for this, for his governorship. I think probably stuff is going to start coming to light.
There's so many places in the United States where you can choose your own body autonomy. Mm-hmm. Florida isn't one of them.
No, I just heard today that 500,000 people just recently moved out of Florida.
They're basically everybody that's not following that DeSantis thing, Trump thing. They're being driven out of Florida.
Yeah. Oh, she said the court is allowing it for the next election. Right. Well, they can't stop it. That's like Ohio. They tried to put the abortion amendment and female reproductive rights on the ballot. And they tried everything they could, even breaking the law, to get it so it didn't go on the ballot. And it went on the ballot. And even with the lying and the gaslighting, it still passed almost 60%. And also recreational marijuana passed. So anytime, even in the reddest of what we think are red states, they're not as red as you think, but every time these laws go up, they pass. It doesn't matter. So that shows where the true consensus of the country is. So don't let other people gaslight you thinking that it's neck and neck. It really isn't. That doesn't mean you can't not vote, because that's complacency, and that's what got us here in the first place. But you know, you got to get out there and vote, but it's true. So, Florida is positioning itself for geriatric settlement. So, yeah. Well, I can read the it's about an hour, so I can read the healing for today for everyone that was here. And even if it doesn't matter if you had a reading or not, you still get the healing from the Akashic Record Master. So, okay. I ask the Akashic Record Masters to clear and release all who are from all them who are in the chat and all who will watch later, all the energy of all traumas that have been brought forth from all past, future, concurrent lives on all cellular levels, in all timelines, and in all ancestral timelines, in all space and time, and in between time. I ask that you clear the eyes, the memories, the feelings, the emotions, and the experiences of all trauma from all cellular structures on all levels, in all timelines, and in all ancestral timelines, and in all time and in between time, and in all lives, for the greatest good of all in the chat and all who will watch later, and all of humanity, and the greatest good of all. I, as above, so below. I ask that this be done. This shall be done. It is done. And I thank our beloved Akashic Record Masters for the healing that they have bestowed upon us today. Thank you. So,
They're the best. Like Akashic Records Masters are the best. So
yes.
I'm going to close the records.
Okay.
I would like to close by thanking the light for the truth. I would like to close by thanking the light for the healing energy. And I would like to close by thanking the light for the guidance and compassion towards our soul's purpose. And with this, we lock the record of everyone in the chat and everyone watching later. And the records are now closed.
And I want to thank everyone for showing up today, because considering it was that, and it was kind of a unique day. I kind of like the way it went with a little bit of the channeling and the messages and the chat, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
A little different. So, and but next week we'll be on at 6 on Sunday. We'll be back to Sundays and everything. And I hope everyone has a beautiful week, and Mercury retrograde doesn't strike too hard for people. So thanks again. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for coming. So come back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.